Welcome back! At super aga, ito yung sunod nating chapter na i-discuss. This time, balik ulit tayo sa mundo ng information technology at mundo ng teknolohiya. Sa makikita mo on your screen, lahat ng yan ay they are all being run by the technology. At in fairness naman, ang kasunod niyan ay ang mga personalidad na nasa mundo teknolohiya. So right now, i-discuss natin ang i-discuss natin kung ano ang importansya ng teknolohiya sa mundo ng public governance. So yan lang muna tayo ngayon na chapter. And i-discuss ko why we need technology on it. So imagine mo, ikaw yung local mayor sa lugar mo. And how are you managing your own city? So when it comes to or the data transparency, or the reports, or the progress, or the proposals, rationale, or the numbers, or the money involved in it, makikita mo ang kaibahan ng say sa Pilipinas. And paano ko ba i-explain? So in our daily life, meron tayong agap of 24 hours. Ito yung from 12 midnight down to 6 a.m., 6 to 12 p.m., 12 p.m. to 6 p.m., 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. We have a 24 hours. 24 hours ho ang meron sa buhay natin. And how are you managing your city on that 24 hours? Imagine mo, you have a 24 hours a day and you have this so-called 360 days in a year, and i-multiply mo yan. I-multiply mo ng several years. At yan ang public governance mo. As a local mayor, how are you going to manage your economy when at that timeline? And fairness ang Amerika ito. The moment you woke up from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m., ang ekonomiya niyan patuloy na tumataas. Di ba? They are pataas ang na-generate na income niyan. Even more from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. 6 p.m. yan. May ekonomiya rin. Pataas yan. And when 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. supposed to be tulog ng taon, but the American is not like that. 6 p.m. to 12 p.m. they are still gaining income and profit from it, diba? And even in the 12 p.m. down to 6 a.m. do you know why? Because that is how ganyan sila nagmamanage ng lugar. Isipin mo, as a local mayor, how are you going to do that? There is no other way for you to do that but with ang kaibahan natin, pare ko. And with the use of technology, ang bilis. Have a lot of economic zones outside of their borders. Meaning, when they created down in India, in the Philippines, in the Hawaii, in Japan, and China, oras, kada minuto, 24 hours a day, their economy are like rising. Paganyan. Pataas. Why? Because they're gaining income out of it. Pataas ang gross income niyan. Do you know? Because hindi sila tamad. And they just created economic zones all over the globe, di ba? And they don't, ito na nga yung sinasabing na kaibahan ng public governance natin. And sige, balik tayo sa local. In Metro Manila, we have several tower buildings out there. Towering buildings. Baka naman isipin mo na by the time of midnight, walang ekonomiyang may record ang kamay nila kan, meron, no? Merong mga taong nagtatrabaho ng graveyard shift. Graveyard shift. What do you mean by graveyard shift? Ito yung from 12 p.m. down to 6 a.m. And their economy are growing. And from 6 a.m. back to 6 p.m. Di ba? Ilang oras yan? Pataas ng pataas ang numbers di ba? And with the use of technology, mas tumaas pa yan. Mas tataas at tataas pa yan. Because, technologies are like, di naman minamanage yan ng in the malls. Isipin mo yan. In the malls, they will start at 9 p.m. down to 9 a.m. ang opening ng mall. 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. ba? Hindi. 9 p.m. And every day, all of them, every malls na nasa Pilipinas, every one of them are generating income. And that's the economy na meron tayo sa public governance. And how are they doing it? Diba? Wala lang. Mag-establish sila, they gaining customers from it. Tapos sa back office, we are nag-audit, nagsasubmit. By the click of 12 p.m., i-record sa servers, and it ends the day. The next day, we will clear cache the computers. Namin yan. I-clear for them to get another new sales, diba? For the day. By the tick ng 12 p.m., there will be parang income na naman. Audits, diba? 12 p.m. Ting! Million again. Ting! Million na naman. The next day. Ting! Million again. That is how the Metro Manila, hindi. Sa experience ko sa Davao, that is how Davao is working. Ewan ko lang sa Metro Manila if they are like that. Diba? Ganyan ang public governance, pare ko, with the use of technology. Sa center call, how are they doing it? By the time they start at 12 p.m., ito na yung graveyard shift, ting to 6 a.m., they are also generating income. Ito na yung pera. Ting! And how are they doing it, pare ko? Ito na yung sabi ko How are you using your timeline in your position? Paano mo ginamit yung oras mo? From 12 p.m. to 6 a.m., 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., and 6 p.m. to 12 p.m. Diba, lang yan Ito yung tawag na yung timeline mo, paano mo minamanage yung local government mo, di ba? That is just walang technology, may bahid na yan na teknolohiya, modern technology, because they're generating taxes. Ngayon, puproceed tayo to a smart city. How a smart city is working. Sa Pilipinas, may tayong smart city, pare ko sa Davao City, meron silang Is it already a smart city in Davao? Kung Hindi pa. Hindi pa smart city in Davao City, pare ko Manila. In Glorieta, they have a lot of malls in there. And matatawag ko ba siyang smart city? Hindi pa. Hindi pa smart city. In Cebu, in Mandaue, matatawag ko bang smart city yan? Hindi pa rin. You see, this is the difference when we talk about cities. In America, they have already a smart city. Why? Because kahit tulog sila, kahit pa mag-lockdown, o kaya naman magkaroon ng phone, o kaya naman yung tawag na to, kahit pa tulog sila ng isang araw, they deploy their economic zones kasi. They deploy their economic zones all over the globe. They have here in the Philippines. They have businesses here in the Philippines. Di ba? Anong timeline natin ng sa Pilipinas? We have by the time na mag 6 a.m. tayo dito, in them sa kanila 6 p.m. So by that time, tumatakbo yung ekonomiya ng Amerika outside of their boundary, di ba? Yan ang smart city, pare ko Yan ang smart city. Ano pa? Sa India, they already bakit nga ba? Paano nila na-deploy ang economic zone na yan? Di ba? With the use of technology naman, pare ko. Nag-deploy sila dito sa Pilipinas. They have the outsourced company by the time of Aquino administration. Long way before in Ninoy administration, they created call centers here. They called it outsourced company, di ba? They deployed it here in the Philippines so they could boost their economic zone. And we naman, tayong Pilipino, we are their workforce. Ito tayo manpower nila. Ito tayo yung pupunta sa outsourced company, mag-a-apply. And then we will work on their timeline. Ito yung magtatrabaho tayo ng graveyard shift from 12 p.m. to 6 a.m. Diba? Yan ang timeline ng Amerika. And they did it well because they are using technology. Ito na yung kahit ilang libong milya yung ilang libang milya ang layo, they are still able to create their economy. Salamat nga naman pala yan dun sa Aquino administration. Fairness nakapagtrabaho tayo. And we're like, din tayo na aanuhan pa. Yan ang smart city. They're being managed by the computer. Ito pa, meron pang isa. When you go to Google, hindi naman sa atin, that is theirs too. Sa kanila yan, sa Amerika. Diba? Yung internet. Yan ang smart city. Hindi yan sa atin Hindi. Sa Pilipino yan. Yan ang smart city. Check mo sa Google, you will see the charts. May makikita ka, Nasdaq. Ano ba yung Nasdaq? Ito yung economy ng Amerika na all over the globe ang nagmamanage. And kahit tulog nga yung Amerika, pataas ang ekonomiya nila. Ano pa? Expedia. Makikita mo yan. On their chart, they have the so-called charts of sales. It's either green or red. Kung green, malakas. Well, anyway, ganun pa rin yan. Ganyan ang smart city. Pataas. Every day, it will continue to rise and rise and rise and rise. Yan ang smart city. Ano pa? Ano pa yung makikita mo? Sa China, ayan di ba? Nag-aaway ang Amerika at China sa labanan ng ekonomiya. Because they are like modern governance Ito yung modern public governance na kailangan mong i-adapt because they are talking about economy. Ano bang meron sa China? Kailan ba pumatok to na issue? It was long way before hindi pa si Duterte yan. Hindi pa Duterte admin, hindi pa Marcos administration. It was Aquino's administration when China and America are fighting with economy. Di ba? When it talk to economy, pare ko, hindi yan yung piso lang. Hindi. They are talking about the audits every day. And it's not like 100,000, sisiw lang yan. Million, gamay lang yan. Maliit lang yan para sa America. China, they are talking about per day or annual audit. And they're comparing it na sino ba talagang dapat maging hari sa ganito. And US is like, hindi pwede to. We must expand our economic zone even further para malamangan yung China. Alam mo ba? Yan. Alam mo ba yung China, pare ko? In the Philippines, magtataka ka ngayon. Sino ba yung nag-post ng Philippines is the province of China, provincial province ng China. Magtataka ka ngayon. Why? Totoo naman siguro. Kasi, like America, pwede mo rin sabihin USA is the province of Philippines is the province of America. Why? Because they expanded their economic zones already out of their borders. Ito na yung mga investment na meron sa atin ngayon. Magtataka ka because it is real. Totoo yan, pare ko. Walang Pinoy na tawag neto. We are only the workforce, but seriously, sa kanila yan. Di ba? Yan ang labanan ng ekonomiya. And they are fighting it because they're already on a smart city. Caliber of a smart country, smart city. Using technology. Di ba? They are using now yung teknolohiya, electronics, internet, databases, data centers, and that is how they are doing. Kaya kung ikukumpara mo, in fairness naliwanagan din ako. Kaya kung i-check mo yan, balagapak ang Pilipinas when it comes to public governance. Well, because yun nga, how are we managing our timeline? By 12 p.m. may kanamiya ba tayo to 6 p.m.? 6 a.m. 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. may kanamiya bang umiikot sa lugar natin o wala? 6 p.m. to 12 p.m. may umiikot bang ekonomiya? Wala. O, diba? That is the differences. Sa kanila, meron. meron at meron, pare ko. Yan naman ang public governance, ano. Ngayon, naliwanagan ka, ano yung smart city? Yan, ang smart city. Kahit tulog. Kahit pa matulog ka dyan, isang buong araw, kahit tamarin ka, kahit pa, ang tawag na ito, matulog ka ng isang buwan, kunwari, nagka-COVID-19. Ilang taon tayong natulog? Tatlong taon tayong natulog, but they're still doing well. Diba? America, they're still doing because they have already spreaded the economy. Their economic zones. Kahit yung China, nung nag-lockdown, diba? They are doing well because they spreaded their economy out of their borders. And it is generating income per day. Ito yung makikita mo sa Google mo, Nasdaq, Silver, Gold, Copper. Kaya naman, Xiaomi, Expedia, AT&T, Dow, yan. Ano pa ba? Kasi we are now talking with a smart city. Smart city. Alam mo yung cryptocurrency. Yung Bitcoin, di ba? It is already in a form of technology. Ito yung parang gumawa ako ng computer system na aangat ganyan, and you will be able to bet on it online, and then when you win, you will be able to gain profit out of it. It is a new form of digital economy. How did they do that? Technology, information, computer science. Ano pa ba? Ayan, ang mga tinatawag na teknolohiya under the form of modern government. Ano pa? Diba? Smart city na ang tawag niyan. So when you try to compare it, meron na ba tayong smart city dito sa Pilipinas? Magtatanong ako ngayon. So Davao City is a city, pero hindi po siya smart city because pwede. Hindi. Because they did not reach the other borders, diba? Hindi sila lumagpas overseas. Walang ekonomiya sa overseas, diba? Meron tayo workforce, OFW, yung palitan ng piso. But really, economy, wala pa. Kaya hindi pa yan matatawag na smart city. Yan lang naman ang 18 minutes kong rant when it comes to technology and public governance. Ito yung tinatawag na smart city. Yan tayo. Very good. Tadadadan. Nasabi ko yan kasi napunta ako sa field. Nagtrabaho ako. And I have the degree of information tech. So baka mamaya magtanong ka, bakit ako nag-create ng ganitong content o portfolio? Just so magamit ko yung oras ko. I-out ko na because mag-a-apply ako ng IT. Yan lang ang mundo ng information technology, pare ko. Ano ba? I-out ko na because yan ang 20 minutes. Bye-bye!